Our final presenter for Best Novel is R.T. Lawton. R.T. is a retired federal law enforcement agent, a past member of the MWA Board of Directors, and a two-time Derringer nominee with 100 short stories to his credit. He conducts surveillance seminars at writers' conferences, so yes, he's watching you. R.T.?
I believe that I would have grown up to be an electronics engineer, except for fifth grade math class, when I was reading hardcover books underneath the desk instead of paying attention. Thus, my career in law enforcement as an undercover agent, so where I really had to pay attention. But because of you guys and the exciting adventures that you write in your stories, I got to live a very exciting life of those adventures. And for that, I thank you. Tonight has been a night of recognition, which you all deserve quite richly. We had 509 books in the Best Novel category, and by now the only nervous people left in the room should be the 6 nominees and of course their publishers. So let's get to it. The nominees are The Strangler Vine by M.J. Carter, Penguin, Random House, G.P. Putnam and Sons. The Lady from Zagreb by Philip Kerr, Penguin, Random House, G.P. Putnam and Sons. Life or Death by Michael Robotham, Hatchet Book Group, Mulholland Books. Let Me Die in His Footsteps by Lori Roy, Penguin, Random House, Dutton. Canary by Dwayne Swerzinski, Hatchet Book Group, Mulholland Books. Nightlife by David C. Taylor, Forge Books. And the Edgar goes to Let Me Die in His Footsteps by Lori Roy. Congratulations.
So about 2 months ago, my son comes home from college. He goes to school in Georgia, and he walks in the door, and he has this big Rubbermaid tub with the lid on it, you know? And everybody with a college-age student knows what's in the tub, particularly boys. And my son says, "Mom, I brought something home for you. It's a good luck charm for the Edgars." I said, "Well, Andrew, that's so sweet. You brought me your dirty clothes." And he says, no. Well, yes, I brought you my dirty clothes, but he sets it down, he takes the lid off, and he pulls out this giant mason jar filled with what looks like water. And he says, "Mom, I know your book is set in Kentucky." I'm shaking. He says, "I know your book is set in Kentucky, but this is as close as I could get." And in that jar was some good old-fashioned, homegrown, straight from the still Georgia moonshine. So I'm disclosing that I had Lucky Moonshine on my side tonight, from which we will be toasting with when we get home to Florida. Some quick thank yous to Marjorie and everyone at the MWA who volunteers countless hours. This is a beautiful event every year. To all of this evening's nominees, it really is a pleasure to be here. I feel like my voice is shaking because I'm not breathing. To everyone at Dutton, a whole table full of people came out tonight to support me. I'd like to thank Ben Sevier for your wonderful support of all three of my books. Brian Tard is also here at a different table tonight, but he has also been a great supporter of my work. Christine Ball, Emily Brock, who's here this evening, has been so great the last few years. Stephanie Kelly for all her support, and everyone who took their evening tonight. To Denise Roy, who has edited my 3 books. She has flawless taste and great support. To Jenny Bent of the Bent Agency, my agent for all these many years, for her great guidance. To my children, who have read none of my books, but bring me moonshine. My daughter graduates in about 2 weeks, so she's home studying. And the first time I stood up here, I was very nervous, as I seemingly am this evening, and I twice thanked my husband, because I wanted to make sure I didn't forget him. So thank you to my husband, William, and thank you to my husband, William, again, because things have gone pretty good since then, so I'm thinking, knock on wood, it's an omen, for all his support, and thank you all. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody. I thank you so much for this. Thank you.